crazy cat in the background. Wafer is running around, and that is someone who you might have seen in some recent vlogs, but you'll meet more recently. Wait, you'll meet more recently. You'll meet soon. What do you want? He's just having a little adventure back there. But yeah, if you hear him meowing, he's complaining. He's complaining about breakfast, but I've given him breakfast. He's just like very much a chatty kind of man. Anyway, I'm going to be showing you guys today a little get ready with me out of my makeup bag. Now, this is the Victoria's Secret makeup bag that I purchased a few years ago, and I take this with me when I need to do my makeup on the go, but it's not work related. So I have a work makeup, I just leave in my work bag all the time, but this is the one that I would throw in my handbag or in my cheer bag, or if I'm just running out the door and I haven't got a pre-packed plan for my makeup, this is the bag I'll choose. Sorry, let me just turn off my notification sound so we don't get that all video. Okay, so I'm going to be showing you guys what's in my makeup bag and showing you also the face that I do out of this makeup bag. I'm starting with a bare face and a little bit of like a smudged, I guess this is like eyeliner that's come out of my waterline somewhere. But that's fine. Sometimes that's just the way things are. I'm starting with this Maybelline Instant Anti-Age Perfector 4-in-1 Whipped Matte Makeup. Now, you might have remembered me unboxing this, and I was really unhappy about it when I opened it because I thought that this was going to be the large version of the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer, the one with the like lid like this. But when I opened the box, because the box looked like this and it was pink, and the giant version of this concealer is pink, and so I thought, oh, it's that multi-use concealer foundation thing, perfect. And I opened it and I was very unhappy to find this because this was not what I intended on purchasing. However, this is like a new holy grail. I'm obsessed with this. Probably my favorite lighter coverage product for a face base from Maybelline at the moment. I don't know, it's just so good. The packaging is really easy. It's just like a squeezy tube, and it comes out in like a matte blob that kind of reminds me, oops, of the Maybelline Dream Matte Mousse. The way that it's just like such a whipped matte texture. But yeah, I just pumped out some of that mousse, so I just dropped some onto my lap, so I'm gonna pick that up. That is the part about it, is that it's not like liquid as per se. It's a little bit like of a moussey texture, and sometimes I do drop some on my lap, which I should be more mindful of. But anyway, just put some of this on a kabuki brush. This is a Real Techniques kabuki brush, and it's really cool because it like opens in half. You'll notice that all of the brushes that I bring with me in my makeup bag, they live in this little sports girl bag inside my makeup bag because this fits inside here nicely. And all the makeup brushes that are in here are kind of mini sized. And so I'll show you as we go. But yeah, I try and keep smaller makeup brushes in my little makeup bag just so that it's more convenient. So I'm just going to blend this all over the face. The packaging of this is really easy to use because it's squeezy. So it's always easy to just like squeeze them out onto the brush. I like the color of the packaging. It's a really cute shade of pink. Look how cute. It's got clear labeling. You can read it easily. The font is good. I just think it's a nice matte texture. And I think the design is like not the most luxurious, glamorous design ever, but it's very effective. It just works for what it needs. So I'm actually a big fan of this. And although it wasn't what I initially intended on purchasing, I'm glad it came into my life because I'm really into this. So I just kind of buff this all over the face, and it melts in so easily. The texture on the skin is like a smooth matte without looking like a dead matte. It's kind of like got a bit of like a it feels moisturizing. It says it's a primer, powder, concealer, and BB cream, and I do agree with that. I don't have a concealer in this makeup bag currently. I know usually I do, but I used it up and then I haven't replaced it yet, and I haven't felt like I need to because layering on this BB cream kind of product has really done the job for me. So I just kind of go in all over the face just to even out the skin tone, take it down the neck, all that kind of stuff. And then I just grab a little more and go around my nose and under my eyes. And that's been the amount of coverage that I'm looking for, honestly. It's quite a buildable amount of coverage. You can sheer it out if you would like lighter coverage, but I like a bit more coverage. So I like to, put it on a little bit more. And it doesn't look cakey on the skin. It doesn't look too thick. It doesn't look like a dead matte or anything. I'm not sure if the texture is going to come up on camera, but it's just a very soft, satiny kind of texture. Not really satin. It's definitely matte, but like, it feels soft. Do you know what I mean? I'm really a big fan of this, and I also haven't been applying powder over the top. So a lot of the time when I have makeup, I'll do primer, foundation, powder, and conceal, like all of those things separately. I haven't been doing any of those things because I've just been using this 4-in-1, and I really do feel like it works. Like it just does everything I need, and it's great for the makeup bag because all those things are done in one product in one step, and it's good for on the go also. I really like the shade of this as well. It's supposed to suit a range of different skin tone shades. Also, I'm not sponsored by anyone ever, so this is not sponsored. This is genuinely like I'm really stoked about this product that I accidentally bought. It's 01 light, and I was worried that this wouldn't work for my skin tone. Sometimes it looks like it's not going to work for my skin tone, and then it blends and does work for my skin tone. It's supposed to have yeah, self-adjusting shade. So you can be any of these shades here and it'll work for you. So it comes out, honestly, I feel like it looks a little darker when I pump it out. There's food in the bathroom for you. That's where his food is, on the tile floor. There's food in your bowl. He's having an adventure. Anyway, but it works for yellowy tones, pinker tones, neutral tones. I think I'm a lighter kind of yellow tone, but not the lightest yellow tone. And I think it works for me. Next, I'm going to go in with some bronzer, and I've been using the Tarte Park Avenue Princess Amazonian Clay Bronzer. So the face products that I keep in my makeup bag are Tarte ones. So I've been using the Tarte blush and highlighter as well. These are both in the shade Exposed, and I'll show you those later, but this is the face set that I've been using after, and I'm going to start off with the bronzer. This is what the bronzer looks like on the inside. It's kind of, it's like, oops, it's kind of got this like texture, crocodile texture, I guess you could say. And I've been using this Hourglass brush forever. I bought this on like, I feel like AliExpress or something one time. It's not a real Hourglass brush, and honestly, it's not the worst, but it's not the best. It does the job and it gets it done. So yeah, I use it, but it's not the softest brush ever. I don't think it's really a dupe. And I do like the size though, which is why I continue to use it, because it's a good shape, and I like the convenience because it's like a nice smaller brush. It fits into my makeup bag. I also do like the design of this brush, which is why I purchased it initially. I love that it's like a little like bloop bloop. I just think Hourglass has really nice packaging design. I think they do a good job of that. Anyway, put this in my forehead area, in my hairline, and just kind of bronze the perimeters of the face. I go heavy with the bronzer because I'm a bronzer loving kind of gal. I'm gonna put a little more on, honestly. Who's gonna stop me? Not me. Okay. If I ever feel like I take it too far, it's very easy just to blend over it with the Kabuki brush that has the remaining, like BB creamy, what should I call this? That has the remaining Perfecta 4-in-1 on it. So I'll just put that, you know, under the contour where I'd like to make sure it's light still. And then what I tend to do is I get this brush, and I don't really do a specific nose contour, but I pinch it and just kind of run it down the sides of the nose and try and make a straight line. And that's all I really do for that. Anyway, that's that on that. Next I'm going to do some blush, and I've typically been taking the same brush for it, honestly. I have other brushes in my makeup bag that like stay in there, and sometimes I use other ones more, but recently this is what I've been doing. So I grab the shade Exposed, this is what it looks like, and I just dig in a little bit like that, and then I just brush it up, and it kind of combines with the bronzer shade that's remaining on the brush, so it kind of becomes like a blush bronzer. A bronzer. Very sorry, it was summer here in Australia, so I don't feel like it looks too much or anything. Take a little bit on the top of the nose and across the forehead just to bring a bit of glow back to the face. I'm happy with the way that that looks. So that's blush done. And then I'll go in with some highlight, and I use this setting brush from Real Techniques. It's a mini one because it used to look like this, and then the base fell off it, like the little black part of the handle, and so it's hollow. There's a hole in there where the plastic black bit fell out, and now it's like this. And because it's mini, I put it in my makeup bag. And something I do think about this Exposed highlight, is this one, is that it smells good. I feel like it smells like vanilla, this one. Every time I use it, I'm like, is it just me? Or does this actually smell very nice? Anyway, I'm just going to put this on the cheekbone. Typically, I've been wearing this face most to cheer, which is like, sometimes I'm getting ready in the car, and like this is the makeup bag I'll take. So typically this makeup bag is my cheer face recently, but it also is like me doing my makeup on the way to the city face, or like, I don't know, whatever else I'm up to. I also take a little bit of the highlight on the forehead, just above the brow bone here. And I'm going to start working on eyes. So I do have this little eye pencil from Mercier that I used recently. So this is how it looks. And I think it's messy. And then I just grab my finger and blend it out. Oops. Me with you guys on like the train or in the car or something. But I just felt like if I did it at home, I would have more even lighting and you'd be able to see what I'm doing better. So although I usually do this in like on moving transport or something like that, it's probably easier for you guys just to watch me do it at home. So I just decided I'd do it this way instead. So I just blend it out with my fingers and it's really easy and creamy. It's kind of like a cool toned um, purpley shade. I try and blend the front first so that there's less color and pigment left at the front, and then do the end last so that this is like the darkest area where most of the eyeshadow resides. And see how sometimes I get a little like unevenness? I can just like wipe it away. It's all like very creamy products, and over the like base that I've used, it's all very easy. I don't like the way that there is like a little gap there, so I'm gonna add a little bit more depth, and then I'm going to try and like clean up the edge there. So I add a little bit more pigment and blend that around. And then I might just make the foundation brush and kind of buff that away. Yeah, I'm happy with the way that looks now. Just make sure the ends blend the way that I want them to. Okay, feeling happy about the way that looks now. I'm going to go in with some highlight again, and I'm going to again use the Tarte Exposed Highlight. And I'm going to grab a smaller brush that I have in here. It looks like this. This one I sometimes use for the like shadow that I just put on. And then I'll use one side for the shadow because it's a flat kind of brush. I'll use one side for shadow, one side for highlight. So I'm going to highlight the inner corners, just under the inner corner on the inside there, and then also the mobile lid. You know, it's an age-old look. I've been doing this forever, but I do like the way it looks. So if it works, I'm going to keep doing it. Honestly, warm tone eyes are my preference. But I've just been enjoying using this Laura Mercier Caviar stick recently, and I'm trying to like use products. So although it's cool toned, and cool tone's not my favorite ever, we're going with it. Okay, next I'm gonna do brows and eyeliner. So the product I have in here is called Neuve, Neuve, Neuve. I bought it in Taiwan. Apparently, it's very popular in Japan. And it's a brow product, and I also use this brow product on my sorry, makeup bag, which honestly I should probably just pop on in. But I've been on the go and I haven't had time to replenish it yet. I'm going to start with doing it as eyeliner. So I just scribble this brow pencil into the lash line. Try and fill it in with a little bit of warmth. A little bit of, not warmth, like colour. And then I just wing it up as much as I feel like it. Colour it in. And make a wing that I feel like I'm into. There we go. Because it is a brown brow pencil, it does create a softer wing, which is kind of nice. Because, you know, I do a lot of black liquid liner every day. And so it's nice to, like, soften it up with a little bit of a softer look. And if I'm not happy with the way something looks, it's very easy to manipulate the shape of the wing by just dragging the brow product in a different direction with my finger. But yeah, I'm just going to fill in my lash line at the front. And I'm happy with the way that looks. Then I'm going to do my brows with this. Now, recently I've been struggling doing my brows with this particular pencil just because I've bleached my brows off, and so it's a little bit more difficult to do it with a pencil. I prefer doing my brows with a spoolie and some brow pomade or something like that, but with just the pencil I can do it. I draw on the tails of my brows first, so I draw the line that I want the direction to go, and then I draw a line underneath that to give the thickness of the brow. So that's how thick I'd like the brow. Then I decide how far forward the brow should go. So I'm going to go from here to here. So I'm going to trace that line. and do it on the other side. They're not going to be perfect, but the brows that I usually do on the go, so it is what it is. Then I map out the thickness of the brow that I'm after. That's about how thick I'd like them. And then I try and colour them in with it being darkest towards the tail end of the brow and softest towards the front end of the brow. Just like that. Now, often I feel at this point that the front of my brows looks too dark just because they look kind of dark to me. This one is also uneven, so this is where I can make this one thicker at the front and raise it up a bit. But again, they're not going to be perfect just because this is not my preferred method of doing brows. I don't hate this now. I feel a little better about it. Just going to extend that down. Okay, now that I'm feeling okay about the general brow, what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my fingers and I'm just going to rub the front of my brow just to fade it out a little better and like soften it up. And then I'm going to grab the brush that I used earlier for the 4-in-1 Perfecta, that base product. I'm just going to rub that through the front of the brows just to soften it up even further and put a little bit of that like base product through so that they're not as intense at the front there. That feels a little bit more natural to me, and that feels like an okay brow. I'm happy with it, and I'm going to move on to mascara. So the mascara I've been using recently is the Urban Decay Perversion Bigger, Blacker, Badder Mascara. And this is a little mini that I, again, received in one of those little Mecca beauty loop boxes. I really like those because they have lots of fun things that are in mini sizes that I can just throw into my makeup bag and rotate through. Try new things as well. I love trying new makeup products. This mascara has been really good so far. It's not my favorite one I've ever tried ever, but it is a really nice one. So I'm just going to fill in the lash area with mascara. And I don't mind it looking a little clumpy. I don't know. I've been in a bit of a clumpy mascara mood. This isn't a particularly clumpy mascara in my opinion. Like, it's actually like nice wet mascara that like does a good job. But I've just been feeling like thicker mascara, especially with this eyeshadow look. I don't know what it is about the way that this eyeshadow looks like is on me, but I just kind of prefer the way this eyeshadow is with clumpy mascara. I kind of zigzag them back and forwards, as in zigzag my lashes back and forwards with the brush, as I drag the brush from the root of the lash to the tip. I think the reason this isn't my favorite mascara ever is because it's quite volumizing, but it's not as lengthening, and I really love length in a mascara. I need everything. I don't want just volume. I need length also. But if I'm not going to be able to get length, I love the way that it looks giving volume, which is why I love to clump it up. I just do one coat, to be honest. You could do two, but I just do one. So that's the way it looks with mascara. That's such a difference. And then I'm going to go in with some lip products. So the lips that I have in this bag, I have two options. One of them is Bossy from Colourpop. It's a matte lippy sticks shade, and it's just a big red, true red, bright color. And then the other one is the one that I wear more honestly, and it's the natural combo. So this is the Colourpop lippy pencil in the shade Brink, which is such a classic. I feel like everyone used to go on about this. Oh, I need to sharpen it actually. I'll talk about it as I sharpen it. It is sharpenable. I wish this had like a retractable base instead though. I do think that would be easier. Anyway, I'm just going to overline the lips with this. Back when lip kits first became popular, I feel like this was one of those shades that was like really sought after. This and Bound were like the two Colourpop lippy pencils in my opinion. I kind of pull my lips tight over my mouth. That way I can get smooth, flat canvas to draw out. And I kind of curve out my Cupid's bow just because I like the way that looks. Okay, so I draw a line up the middle just to like give a little bit of shape to the lip. And I also draw a little bit of color just on the sides of the lip, because I'm going to go in with a lip balm after, so I'm not going to have any more color. I'm just going to be adding moisture. So I do like that, and I kind of rub my lips together, hoping that it'll blur the edges a little bit, and then I go in with the lip balm. This is just the Vaseline Lip Therapy Rosy Lips. It's just like a pinky lip balm, but it looks like nothing. Like if I swatch it, it's like barely a hint of pink. But I like wearing lip balm over this because it kind of like gives it a little bit of like moisture back to the lips, but also means when I rub my lips around, it all kind of blends into one lip color. So I just kind of blend it, and that's the lip done. I've been really into overlining my lips recently, but I don't like the way it's looking right now, so I'm just gonna take a little bit off the top there. Yeah, I feel a bit better about that now. Okay, let's go in with some setting spray. This is a combo setting spray. I don't even know what's in here. It's just a little spritzer that I've refilled a million times. I'm guessing it's a combination of like drugstore setting sprays. Possibly the Rimmel one, possibly a combination of Maybelline ones, possibly a combination of L'Oreal ones. Who knows? And then usually I wind down the window of the car and let the air blow my face, and that's how we dry. But yes, this is the face that I do out of my makeup bag, but I'm going to show you guys quickly now the other things that are in my makeup bag, just so you know what else I keep in here, because I feel like that was a really high angle, that whole video. Just because thing that is in the makeup bag. Oh, there's one more thing that's in here that I usually do. I've been really into using a brow gel as well, just because I have bleached my brows. If I do want to color them in, I like to use a brow gel just to give them a bit of color again. So this is the Benefit Gimme Brow, and I usually just brush my brows up and then down. Just kind of holds them in place and adds a little bit of color to the actual brow hair again. I think it does a good job. I have the shade 3, by the way. See how that added a little bit of darkness to the brows and filled them in, and like, I don't know, I'm happy with the way it looks. Happy, happy. And look how cute it is. It's so small. It's like a mini, and the spoolie's so cute. Okay, let me show you everything that is in this makeup bag. I'm gonna go through the brushes first. So, this hourglass brush that looks like a little bloop. Then I have this little trio from Real Techniques. It's a mini brush trio. Sometimes I use this for highlight or blush or something. This one's good for concealer or like base product or even eyeshadow sometimes. And this one I use for eyeshadow. I've got my kabuki in there that opens in half, which is really cool. You want to use that as like a contouring kind of brush, or you can use it as a bronze brush, powder brush, lots of functions. Then this one I use for highlight mostly, but you can use for blush also. It's a setting brush from Real Techniques. And then this one didn't get used this video, but I do keep it in my makeup bag sometimes. And this is the Too Faced Contour Buki brush, and I got this from the Cocoa Contour kit years ago. It's so cute, and I'll always hang on to that. So those are all the brushes that live in this little sports girl bag that I was gifted by my bestie Amelia, who is going to the world this year. Everyone go wish Amelia good luck on Instagram. Okay, next I'm going to show you what's in the main Victoria's Secret bag. So obviously we've got those Tarte products that I mentioned earlier, and also Exposed for both the highlight and the blush. Then I have this hairbrush in here, which I was given by my year 6 buddy. So when I was in year 6, my kindy buddy. When I was in year 6, he was in kindy, and he gifted this to me. They're a really sweet family, and they gave me this hairbrush, and it used to have a mirror attached, but then the mirror broke off. But I lost the mirror. I don't know where it is, but I still use the hairbrush because it's so good. It's like you can put it anywhere, and it's actually a really decent hairbrush. Like it does like a really good job. So if I ever need a hairbrush in a pinch, this is in my bag. Also, I have these scent cards from Gucci that are really dirty and no longer smell like the scents. But here's how those look. Lol. They're kind of coquette vibes. I have some Sunbum sunscreen, which I do wear often actually. This is a good one to have. This one is the SPF 30 4-hour water resistant UVA plus UVB broad spectrum sunscreen. And it's face. It smells really good. It smells like bananas. Oh, it's delicious. It smells like caramel banana. That's what it smells like. Next, I have that miscellaneous setting spray that is a combination of other things. We don't know what's in there. We have in the shade 01 Light the Maybelline Instant Anti-Age Perfector 4-in-1 that I'm wearing on my face right now that I showed you guys. This is a really cool product, and it's really good if you're sweaty and you want a bit of a touch-up. This is the POREfessional License to Blot from Benefit. It's an instant anti-blotting stick, and so you just put this over your makeup in any area, and it removes any like oiliness and kind of just like mattifies it. Really like this. I have my Travelo, which is actually empty at the moment. I need to fill this up. Usually this has Chloe in it. Well, you shouldn't refill Travelos with a different scent because then the mixing of the scent in the canister is not so good. But I feel like this Travelo leaks. I'm going to refill it with Chloe by Chloe, the signature scent, but I feel like it leaks. Oh my gosh, there is another lip color in here that I lied about. I forgot that I had this. Anyway, POREfessional, the original one. I have this in here as well, but I haven't been using it because this has a priming kind of aspect to it as well. Gimme Brow from Benefit again. So many Benefit minis. Laura Mercier Caviar Eye Stick in the shade Amethyst that I'm wearing. The lip balm and lip liner that I'm wearing, and the brow pencil that I'm wearing. Lipstick that I mentioned, but this other lipstick that I didn't mention, this is the Meet Matte Hue Long Lasting Liquid Lipstick in the shade. What have we got? Committed. It's kind of similar to the lip liner, so I chose these because they work well together. It has a fresh minty texture, and it's a really nice liquid lipstick. I would recommend this to a friend, so that's that. And then I have this Too Faced Hangover 3-in-1 RX Prime Set Refresh little mini setting spray. I put this in there, but I always forget to use it because I always see this one first because it's big. I know use that first, but and this little circle is an eyeshadow. Oh my gosh, I can't believe this. This is an eyeshadow that I received in like a Dolly magazine or something when I was a kid. And I guess it still lives on. It's kind of like a neutral warm light shade. It's very minimal. But I do chuck it in an eyeshadow look, and because it's just like a tiny single that I don't really care about, it gets to come on the journey, I guess. And anyway, that is everything that is in my makeup bag, and that is the face that I've been doing recently out of it. I enjoyed this video, guys. If you did, you know what to do. You can give this video a big thumbs up. Let me know your thoughts and comments down below. You can subscribe on YouTube, and you can also follow me on Instagram, Tumblr, Pinterest, VSCO, all the places if you'd like to see more from me. If you have any recommendations of things that you think I would enjoy in my makeup bag, let me know in the comments down below, and hopefully we'll catch you in my next video. I have a bunch of videos that I'm part the way through editing right now. I'm in a bit of an editing kick because I was in a vlogging kick, and then I was like having a big backlog of vlogs and not posting them, and then now I'm in an editing kick and I'm enjoying pumping them out and like putting them up for you guys. So there are quite a few videos coming soon. I hope you're excited about it. I certainly am. I'm kind of getting back into the swing of things now that I'm kind of getting used to my life. But yeah, the cat was too distracting. He's really cute. I will do a video soon about the cat. I don't know if there's like a particular cat tag or something that I should do. He's very cute, but it's kind of hard to get a hold of him, which you'll understand more when I show you guys him in the video. Just because the way that we got him, he's a little independent right now. So yeah, once he gets a little bit more comfortable with humans and myself, and as our relationship between me and the cat obviously grows, then I'll be able to show you guys him better. But until then, you'll see him around in vlogs. Anyway, I'll catch you later. Thanks for watching. Bye. Have an amazing day. I love you.